Alrighty, let's get to it, shall we? I'm John Renton with my review of New Japan Pro Wrestling's G1 Climax 32 Night 15 event. A block of B, block of C, block of She wants the D. Block of action. After almost a month of climaxing, you'd think she'd stop wanting the D. But nevertheless, let me know your thoughts on this show in the comments, please. Pretty good block action. One shocking quick climax. I would know nothing about that. And a bit of a shocking main event win. Also, the undercard was there as well. And I do want to offer a quick update on the upcoming shows. Basically, the Saturday and Sunday shows, I'm going to try to do individual reviews if I can, but they'll likely be Human Centipede together into one video, Sunday afternoon/evening. And then Tuesday, the final night of full block of action, that will be an individual video. The semifinals will be an individual video, and the finals will be an individual video. And then, I don't know if I'm going to review any New Japan in September because they released their schedule, and even though obviously the matches have not been announced because we don't even know who the fuck's won this goddamn climax, who knows what's going to happen. But anyway, let's talk about, well, the fact Kevin Kelly ran solo for the first hour, or, well, just over an hour, and then Lance Archer joined for the block matches. Yoshihashi Nakashima and Oiwa taking on Ospreay, Jeff Cobb, and Aaron Henare. Ospreay basically threatens to make the Young Lions his bitch. Well, he likes to protect certain people. Nevertheless, let's stop talking about that kind of stuff. Basically, Ospreay just decides to be a little heel and say, I'll make you my bitch. And the Young Lions show off a little bit, and then the Ultimate taps out Nakashima. And then Ishii and Yano took on Jonah and Bad Dude Tito. Jonah wanted revenge on Yano for costing him a count out, well, having him count out in a G1 match, and Yano does some comedy with Jonah. Bad Dude Tito has really shown off here. And then gets his hair pulled and rolled up 1, 2, 3. So there you go. Then Lance Archer, Taichi, and Taka Michinoku took on Kenta, Juice, and Gato. My god, Taka was part of a winning team. The sky is falling. That's nothing against Taka. He's just usually there to take the pin. But yeah, the Yokozuna forearm pins Gato. And then we go to LIJ. Taking on Fale, Chase, Yujiro, and Sho. Oh boy, House of Torture and Chase Ho and some Fale. God, you shouldn't have. Really, you fucking shouldn't have. Bushi falls to Chase's C trigger. Because, you know, the whole Omega B trigger thing was so influential. Let's give it to Chase fucking Owens. Also, I do hope that Jay White's going to be alright. Apparently, he was taken off of yesterday's show and today's show for medical precautions. He tested negative, but just hopefully he's going to be all right in time for Saturday's show because I think he has a block match. So anyway, I mean, otherwise, flip it around and push his match to Sunday. Just a thought. So anyway, we then get to David-Toe Finlay and El Phantasmo, and she wants the D block of action, and this was fine. Archer joined commentary. Archer offers some great insights. Nice to hear him, not necessarily subdued, but just very analytical, and able to offer some good insight and some funny jokes. And Kevin Kelly went over about 18 million scenarios, and I couldn't follow any of them. Like, oh, if this guy wins, but this guy loses, and this guy wins, but loses this match, then we could have a 7-way tie. If you have to get that unnecessarily complicated, while it is a good idea to, keep people interested, especially when you're having, an over a month-long climax, which really, really tests everybody's endurance, man, woman, animal, vegetable, or mineral, my thing is, now it's just getting ridiculous. Hopefully, maybe they go back to just the 2 blocks, but if they're going to do that, just find a way to make it a little bit different, or, Just shore it up a little bit. Tighten it up a little bit. Just do this and climax that way. Nevertheless, El Phantasmo, he's had a good year. David Finlay, shockingly leading the block. I mean, he's not anymore, or at least he's tied for it. But, Moonsault outside, 1 in the ring. Finlay comes back. We get near falls aplenty, but then we get a shocking crucifix pin, 1, 2, 3. Finlay has 6, and El Phantasmo has 4. El Phantasmo is barely alive. Then Tama Tonga took on Great Okan in B block of action. This could be good. It was power versus speed. Well, Okan's power versus Tama's speed, even though Tama has his own power. But there was a good strike battle, supreme flow for 2. Okan kept grinding Tama down because he's the bigger of the 2, even though Tama's a pretty large individual himself, and I mean that with respect. airplane spin variation. He goes for the sheep killer, but then he tries for the eliminator. Gun stun. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Tama with 8. Okan with 2. Tama is going to beat Jay White. He's going to have the tiebreaker. He's going to beat... he's going to end up winning his block, but he's not going to win the semifinal match. If Tama Tonga manages to get to the G1 Climax final, I'll be happy. I'll just be surprised. It'll be a good makeup for the fact that he lost the Never Openweight Championship to Carl fucking Anderson. But there we go. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Evil. C block of action. So basically, Fujita pretended to be Zack Sabre Jr., so Evil was attacking him, and then Dick Togo went to the back. Well, actually, Dick Togo attacked him as well. Dick Togo went to the back, and then Zack Sabre Jr. got his arm. He twisted Dick around and everything. And let me tell you right now, when you get your dick twisted around, it's going to really hurt. I'm not saying I'm not into it, but moving on from that image I put in your guys' heads. So, Dick takes the pad off while all this shit's going on. And mind you, they battle around the outside, do-do-do-do-do. And then the bell rings. And a clutch bridge pin about 50 seconds later, and the bell rings. And Zack Sabre Jr. beats Evil. Zack Sabre Jr. has 8 points. Evil has 4. I'm going to say right now that I think one of two things. They either needed to save time because a couple matches went long, or Evil's possibly hurt. Hopefully Evil's all right. Or maybe the C option. Maybe they're giving up on House of Torture because it's fucking bullshit. I'm not saying get rid of Evil, but just, good God, do something. Stop featuring Dick Togo. It's not, I don't care if he has a name in Japan and if people laugh at the fact that he was part of Kai Tai and the Blue World Order. Remember that? Just, no. I don't want to see Dick Togo on my television screen or computer screen anymore. Filthy Tom Lawler and Royce Isaacs. In his corner, rather. I mean, it wasn't a handicap match, though that would have been interesting. Lawler versus Kazuchika Okada. A block of action. Lawler focused on Okada's arm for days. But it makes sense with the MMA influence in the background and everything. And Okada kept having to sell it. Kept selling it. Good triangle lock. Arm bar. Okada did fire back. There was nice the cadence with the strikes. Do. That was actually kind of funny. Arm trap to the ropes. Okada does eventually get that trap roll up. 1, 2, 3. Okada has 8 points. Lawler has 4. Good stuff. Good. It was a well-worked match. So was Hiroki Goto versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. Lots of hero in this. C block of action, and I'm a bit surprised they went with this, and then again, I guess, given the point difference heading into it, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It was well worked. Tana targeted the knee, the hamstring, targeting the hamster of Hiroki Goto. Goto does fire back. We get some good submission trades, strikes. Goto at one point, I think Tana either busted his jaw or busted him in the mouth, which really sounded a lot less dirty in my head before I said it. But he busted him in the mouth, and now Goto's got stuff dripping out of his mouth. Blood. He's got blood dripping out of his mouth. I run a clean show here. High fly flow misses. And then eventually GTR, 1, 2, 3. Both are at 6 points. Okay. Now we see what happens with Saturday and Sunday, because that's pretty much going to tell, by the end of Sunday, it's going to be very obvious where we're going to be for the semifinals, even though we'll get a few shock wins, I'm sure, on the full night of block action. I believe Tuesday has, like, the remaining, like, I don't even think it has an opening tag match. I think it just is all, I think it's like 8, 9 block matches. But nevertheless, we'll see what happens on Saturday and Sunday. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Reckland. I'll see you soon.